as Donald Trump and his administration try to turn the page from the coronavirus pandemic, the U.S. recorded its highest daily one-day total with more than 36,000 new coronavirus cases. Hospitalizations and caseloads hit record highs in roughly half a dozen states. In Texas, Governor Greg Abbott told local media that the state is facing a massive outbreak. Yesterday, Arizona reported a record high in new cases as Donald Trump visited a megachurch in Phoenix with limited coronavirus precautions. Also yesterday, members of the White House Coronavirus Task Force had a very different message than the people that they work for. Take a look.
In some respects, we've done very well. However, in other areas of the country, we're now seeing a disturbing surge of infections that looks like it's a combination, but one of the things is an increase in community spread. And that's something that I'm really quite concerned about. That
we've all done the best that we can do to tackle this virus. And the reality, it brought this nation to its knees.
Meanwhile, as cases skyrocket in the Sun Belt, New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut announced a plan to impose a quarantine on visitors from states with big outbreaks. And for more, I'm joined by Florida Congresswoman Donna Shalala, former Secretary of Health and Human Services in the Clinton administration, and Dr. Leana Wen, emergency physician and public health professor at George Washington University. Thank you all both for being here. And Congresswoman Shalala, I want to play your governor, Ron DeSantis, and a trio of comments that he made, including today, about the coronavirus outbreak. Take a listen.
Ultimately, we've got to trust people to make good decisions. We're not shutting down. You know, we're going to go forward. We're going to continue to protect the most vulnerable. Go look at New York and what New York had. That's a spike. So to say that there's a spike, there's just never been a spike in Florida. It's been, relatively modest.
So June 11, June 16, and today, those are his three sets of comments. Congresswoman, is the governor of Florida taking good care of the people of Florida when it comes to COVID-19?
Absolutely not. And he's going to be responsible for people dying because of his failed leadership. I mean, I don't know what he's talking about. Today we had the biggest number that we've ever had, 5,500 people. That's the biggest number we've had in Florida on a daily basis. This is shocking. Both the governor, under pressure, I assume, from the business community, as well as the president, who he's also following, are going to be responsible for thousands of deaths in this country because of their failed leadership. We should have hit this with a hammer from the beginning, starved the virus, then done contact tracing, and leadership would have had everybody with a mask on. Now in South Florida, the mayors have taken hold and have said everybody has to wear a mask when they go out. Unless they're doing vigorous exercising, they've got to be wearing a mask. We should have been doing that months ago, literally. This is tragic. And it's a total failure of leadership.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.